feel guilty. It's a weird thing. Like, I feel guilty.
Pink belly.
I love her pink belly.
We cannot go a day without Mondo. Like, for you, it's just not acceptable. That's literally a need. That.
Honey, buy me something. So, I'm a genius, and I forgot the memory card. My vlog camera with the extra battery, but no memory card. So we'll see how this works. Oh, I don't like the coloring of my phone. It's not bad. We're walking down Abbott Kinney looking for a present for my friend V for her birthday, but I'm realizing I want to buy everything. So this is kind of like the first time I'm really testing myself on my no buy. But it doesn't mean I can't write a bunch of stuff down that I want to buy. I just can't buy it right now. And I'm getting hungry. Gotta find something for my friend. I really want one of these ceramic diffusers. I'm really testing my willpower today.
Hashtag no buy.
I just made a really interesting realization. One, I'm really lightheaded because I'm hungry. I feel guilty when I don't buy something in a store. I walk in and Sage Wellness, Aesop, like I feel really guilty walking in there and not buying something, and I don't know why, because they didn't pressure me or make me feel like I needed to buy something, but I definitely felt like guilty for not buying something. It's a weird thing. Like, I feel guilty. You should support your shop because I like you guys and you're so nice to me.
I'm pretty sure that you're the reason why they're able to open a shop. You've given them enough money. Like, they're like, oh, we can expand.
Shut up. I haven't spent that much money. Do you guys ever feel guilty when you go into a shop and everybody's like really nice? They're not even pressuring you. They're just talking to you. They're super sweet. It's almost like you go into someone's house and they offer you water and you don't say yes. Like, that's how I feel. And I don't always feel that way, but certain shops I feel that way. Like the shops I really like love and support and love their like branding and everything. Like, I love Aesop, and part of me was just like, oh well, maybe I'll just buy this for V because I want to buy something from this shop. Anyways, I thought I would check in because that was like a realization I had while going into all these stores and literally being like, no, I'm just browsing, no, I'm just looking.
It's also not something you're used to saying or doing, meaning like you're not used to just going in with the understanding that no, you're not going to buy anything.
Well, yeah, because I always go in and be like, no, I'm just looking.
But
like,
then they talk you into buying.
Or I'll buy something. But like walking into these shops knowing for sure I am not going to buy something. And then when they ask me and I say, what?
That's exactly how I go into the store. I go in saying, there is zero chance I'm going to buy something. But let's go look.
Yeah, and honestly, there wasn't even anything I wanted to put on my wish list other than the diffuser, but that was something I knew I wanted, but it's just not something I'm even gonna put on my wish list right now because I rather spend that on pillows or sheets.
Yeah,
I enjoy sleeping more than I have 2 diffusers currently, so I don't feel the need to have to buy it.
a third one.
Yeah. Shut up. I would replace it. I would sell my old one or something, or garage sale it. Thought I would check in real quick because I have this feeling of like guilt for leaving them hanging. Like I feel like I went on a date and was flirting with them and didn't put out.
You let the guy buy you dinner and didn't put out.
Yeah, like I didn't even give him a kiss.
No.
Sorry, thanks. Had a good time.
Don't call me again.
Yeah, any of you guys feel that way? And is that what makes you like buy something even if it's just one little thing? I'm realizing like so much of my shopping is like I feel bad leaving a shop without spending money. By no means did anybody working make me feel bad for not shopping or buying anything.
Yeah.
They didn't even like force anything down me. They were very welcoming, just very nice people, which is why I also like these brands. But damn, oh, that was like a huge like what?
Huge hurdle.
Yeah. I didn't buy anything for V because the only thing I saw that I wanted to maybe get her was from Avocado. I thought she would enjoy the leggings that I have, but they didn't have them in stock. I don't know, it's like harder for me to decide what to get her now because I don't know why it's so hard for me to decide right now. But I have a week to figure out what I'm gonna get her. I got a couple comments about how I shouldn't title these videos no buy. Well, the reason I title them no buy is because for me, that's what it is. And if you search on YouTube, it's kind of what it is. Like, not everybody who's doing a no buy is specifically like not spending at all for the year. A lot of people will still spend on experiences, or a lot of people are doing no buys for just beauty or just fashion or just beauty and fashion. So I'm very clear, I'm no buying on
certain things.
The other thing, Chris made a very good point. The reason I also do this is, unfortunately, YouTube doesn't like to tell people I uploaded a new video. So a lot of it is title SEO. I know a lot of you guys suggested I should title it My Financial Journey. Nobody's searching for that, unfortunately.
That works great if you're already like searching for videos, or you know when the upload schedule is, or you follow each video when it's uploaded. But for those people who might not get notified when a new video is released, we're hoping that by titling it My No Buy, or no buy being in the title, that you'll discover it, or that person will discover it based on the YouTube algorithm, because the algorithm pushes certain things and certain words more so than others, meaning no buy is a much more searchable term, or a term that
more
goes
popular
term that goes up in the algorithm more so than My Financial Journey,
or even My Finances. Like, maybe that will change as the year progresses and more people are interested in finances. I also can't spell finance. That's a lot of the reasoning for the titling of the videos. It's in hopes that people will actually see the videos and it'll get pushed in the algorithm. And then if you are new to my channel, you'll either like me or you won't, and you'll either want to watch or follow my journey, or you won't. So if you already know what's kind of going on, then that's why. If you don't, I didn't mean to mislead you. It's just kind of like when people do monthly favorites. Yeah, it's my favorites, but is it beauty? Is it lifestyle? Do you know what I mean? Like, it depends on the channel. What else is like a good example of that? Vlog, like my weekly vlog. Depending on which channel, you're gonna see that type of video. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's a lot of like the back end crap. That's the reasoning for the titles. It's not trying to mislead you guys. It's not trying to like say something I'm not doing. It's a generic term that has been popularized by YouTube creators, and people now understand what that kind of means. Oh, hauls. Hauls. I didn't even know what a freaking haul was before YouTube. I feel like the beauty community started with the hauls.
Probably. Sounds about pink belly.
I love her pink belly. He's so jealous that you're petting her, even though I'm holding him.
She'll sit like this for as long as I want her to.
As long as you'll pet her.
Yeah.
I do also want to talk about yesterday experience. Like I had mentioned, I felt guilty not buying something in these shops. Did I talk about how I felt embarrassed too?
You did not. You only said guilty.
Yeah, after sitting with it for a little bit longer, I think I was also embarrassed.
Like, where does that come from?
I think I was embarrassed because I felt like I couldn't afford it.
But lots of people go into stores and don't buy anything. Like, just because you walk into someplace does not mean you're obligated to buy.
But I feel like the guilt leads to the embarrassment.
But why would you feel embarrassed? You know you can afford these things. It's not a matter that you can't.
But can I afford them?
Yeah.
I mean, I can afford them, but should I spend my money on them? No.
Well, now you're asking two separate questions. Can I afford? Yes. Should I buy something? Maybe not. That's two separate things. Like, that's the balance you're trying to figure out with the no buy. Like, that's the whole reason for the no buy.
But the guilt, I think, also led me to feeling embarrassed, and then I felt embarrassed that I couldn't buy anything. And it's not that I can't buy anything. I think it's embarrassed that I'd walk into a store and not buy something if I liked it. But that's unrealistic. I'm not saying my thought process is real or justified or logical, but I feel like if I like something and I can't get it, it's embarrassing, even though it's not something I needed or wanted really.
No, you're purchasing simply because of guilt, not because you are in need of the product.
Today's been a very interesting day because I've been pretty unproductive, I feel like.
No, you got some stuff done.
I got stuff done, but I also feel like, do you think I'm down because I didn't buy anything, or do you feel like I'm down just because it's that time of the month?
I think it's a combination of that time of the month, and also there were some things that got to you early this morning, and you've done a pretty good job of working through them. So.
Did I though? Because yeah. I like took a nap.
Taking a nap is better than punching a hole in the wall. Also, if you guys have not already, go catch up on the podcast.
Do you want to brag at what number we are?
57? 57 episodes.
No, like what are we ranked right now?
Oh, so we're
very proud of our ranking.
Yeah, so we're in the top 20 in the United States for the category of fashion and beauty in all podcasts. We were number 18. We're top 20, top 15, top 10 in various places all across the globe. But there's a new episode that's going up today. I'm just waiting on Apple to approve it. Last week's episode is really cool. Things like growing up ugly and how to deal with that, and how
let's be honest, she didn't actually grow up ugly. That's how she felt.
That's how she categorized it.
I feel like I won today because we didn't eat breakfast this morning, and we had a meeting, and I didn't eat anything at the meeting because it was it wasn't really keto friendly, and I was okay without it, and I knew Chris would be hungry after this meeting because he was waiting for me downstairs working. Oh, the meeting was Perez. Insert footage now. After my meeting with Perez, we got in the car, and it was around 1, and he was like, do you want to just pick something up? Are you hungry? And I was like, no, we're going to be spending a lot of money this weekend going out with people for their birthdays, so I will make something. Did Honey try to do latte art?
Yeah, it didn't work. It's like
it kind of looks like
rabbit.
Yeah, it really does. It actually looks scary. I know it's basic, but here's the thing. When we are really, really busy and we don't take the time to meal prep, which we usually prep 2 days in advance. Usually when I'm lazy about it because I'm tired and just don't want to deal with it, Chris picks up the slack and vice versa.
With the new year, like everything has just hit, you know, it always happens this way. Everything comes back with a sonic boom, and it just doesn't enable us to have a whole lot of extra time.
Crazy schedules, as much as we try to plan out our schedule so that I can plan our meals accordingly, it does get hard sometimes with traffic or last minute events and last minute meetings or like last minute work that has to be done. So that's when we kind of fall off the wagon. But I was like, I can make something pretty quick in like 20-30 minutes, and I did. And it was yummy. Mm-hmm. And I made so much that we'll have breakfast for the rest of the week.
Yep.
I was upset though because the chicken wasn't defrosted because I was gonna make chicken, but we'll just have that for dinner, and I'm making twice the amount, which will last us a day with Chris. That's the other thing. Do you guys have guys that you cook for? Because they just eat. So I'll meal prep, but then somebody will eat all of it.
Cooper, I blame Cooper.
You know that's supposed to be dinner and lunch for the next 2 days, and he's like, well, I want to eat it all now. It's really hard to meal prep with men around. I really feel that, because I feel like even with my brother, you know, when I make food, they'll just keep going back for seconds and thirds, and you're like, dude, you're supposed to save this for the rest of the week. I'll just eat it. It's also why you guys can't have snacks around the house. You'll eat it all.
Yes.
All of my girlfriends say the same thing about their husbands or their boyfriends that they live with. It's like, if I have snacks in the house, they're gone. I got my bangs. I got my bangs trimmed. My stylist does not charge for bangs trims if I get my hair cut with him, because he wants me to look good out there. So he prefers to just take care of my bangs as long as I choose to have them. So I really like them. I think they just look better on me. It's my giant forehead. I hate my forehead. It's why when I was younger, I had bangs from, I think, 14-ish all the way through until well after we met.
Yeah, it wasn't until
after we got married.
After we got married that you didn't have bangs, but even when you did not have them, you went back to them relatively quickly.
Yeah, I just feel more like myself with bangs, and I think it just fits my face more. Some people hate them, some people love them. I do have to admit they're a lot more maintenance. Like, I usually have to blow dry my bangs in the morning so that I don't look weird. You know, just making time and scheduling, because my stylist is really booked, so it's hard to like coordinate sometimes just to get down here to get a trim. But I love them and I think it's worth the effort. To Beverly Hills now because Bare Minerals is having a luncheon and I get to see their new launch. Very excited about this. And I get to see Angelique again. Oh, you guys didn't know this, but I saw Angelique yesterday. We went to the Laura Mercier thing together, which I did more stories. I didn't really vlog. I feel like I haven't spent any money this week yet.
It's only Wednesday, but yeah.
This weekend will be a little pricier just because we're going out to eat, but we've planned for it, so it's fine. I do need to get these presents still though. Happy Friday! I'm just now about to spend money for the first time on something that doesn't have to be spent, but has been very well thought out and is for my friend. I spent $2 tipping Uber. Uber credit was given to me for an event. Chris dropped me off there. I don't look at it as unnecessary spending. I look at it as paying for a service that I was given, and I don't ever want to be someone who doesn't tip somebody. That's for obvious reasons. And then $304 for our cell phone plan and our Wi-Fi, portable Wi-Fi device. That was our monthly bills, and I did not spend anything else. Win!
Hashtag winning.
Nobody says that anymore, honey.
Winning.
I have food on my face.
Did you?
I don't know what that spot is. Nobody even gets my Wayne's World references. One person got it.
No one got the diddly-doo?
Mm-mm. One thing that was a household expense that went on my card literally today was $24 on Amazon to purchase 4 bottles of sugar-free vanilla syrup for our coffees. Now,
It's so funny when you say it like that, it makes it sound like we're burning through that stuff, but that 4 bottles will last us the rest of the year.
It'll last us 6 months. I'll have to buy more in the summer.
Really? I feel like it lasts us a lot longer than we think.
No, I bought the last 4 bottles when we started keto.
Okay.
And it's been just over 6 months. And I didn't buy it right away when we started keto. I bought it like maybe a month in. 4 bottles will last us 6 months. It costs $24. Honestly, not even worried about it. I do want to know why our freaking bill for our cell phone is so goddamn expensive. I understand we have unlimited everything because of work. If I don't have, what is going on? Someone's fighting. If I don't have unlimited on our plan, this one over here will cost us a lot of money. The portable Wi-Fi device that we could essentially not have, but honestly, it's come in handy a couple times. Like I had to film and upload in a parking lot, so it's one of those things where it's like it's a necessary expense, and as soon as we have the business card, I'm gonna just have it go on that. Yeah, so I'm about to spend probably $90 on my friend's present, and that's gonna be the rest of my spending for the month. I wish. That's the spending for this week. $24 that will last us for the next 6 months and prevent us from going out to get coffee. Case in point, made one instead of buying one. I think that's pretty good, considering the last 2 weeks were, like, last week we overate going out. The week before that, it was just a rude awakening in terms of how much 1 week could cost, and not even when I'm shopping. Part of this experiment is really for me to figure out where our money really does go and how come things will just add up and I don't realize it, because you made a good point earlier in this vlog where you said, like, I can afford the things I want. The problem is, should I afford it? Where's that money being spent? Like, would it be better that I save that money for when these bigger bills come and I'm not as stressed, or when it's a slow month or slow quarter sometimes, and instead of being stressed, I know I have the security, or saving the money to buy a house. Can I afford it versus should I afford it is definitely something that I'm learning. Someone also made a really great comment in one of my videos: save, but don't deprive yourself. And I think that for me is a really good thing to think about, because I don't feel deprived right now in my life. Some of you guys might think that I'm not truly doing a no-buy, but that's by definition and by like what your definition of that is, and everybody's definition's different. But I'm not trying to deprive myself. I'm trying to understand myself and evaluate what these feelings are and whether or not I want to associate these feelings with the continued downward spiral of overspending. And overspending for me means I'm not saving for when I need this money or where I could be putting my money to better use. Or sometimes I'll be like, well, I want to get this new camera set up, but I can't afford it. But I could afford it if I didn't spend a bunch of $50 purchases for the last 3 months on random stuff I can't even tell you what I purchased. I clearly defined my no buy in my no buy video, so if you guys ever have any questions, go over there. There's a timestamp. You can also just go to my blog because I thought it'd be easier to just list out my rules for myself for my no buy, so you can easily just read it really quickly. I posted for you guys to reference. I share all this information so that you have full transparency. Like, I'm sharing with you my bills because I want you guys to know how expensive it might be to live in LA doing what we do. And these aren't all of my bills. These are just the bills I'm responsible for currently. Chris is responsible for the bulk of the bills, which is, I don't even want to know about. We just had a business meeting earlier and he just kind of like summarizes it for me because like my stomach hurts and I get a headache. That's kind of how things work for us, and we are gonna work on like a couples finance video of like things not to do when you get married or things not to do when you move in together. But overall, like for the most part, I think you guys get where I'm going, because I think a lot of you guys are not trying to deprive yourself of enjoying your life. I don't want shopping to be a pastime. I don't want to pass on my bad habits to our children if we are lucky enough to have some. Reflecting so much of it is because growing up, shopping was a pastime for me. It was a treat. It was a way to forget about my problems. It made me feel better. If I didn't feel good, you know, there was always something I could buy to feel better.
The best way to move forward is just to live by the philosophy of what would Marie Kondo do?
No, that does not. That does not live. That does not, because
it doesn't spark joy.
That does not spark joy for me, and that I could argue everything sparks joy for me in that moment. But I am starting to hoard boxes because of her. Spending update, not very exciting this week, but I hope you guys are proud of me. I really hope you're proud of me. I don't have anything I want this week either. Wait, let me double check before I say that. I'm pretty sure I didn't because I looked at my list. Yeah, guys, I didn't make anything. I didn't make a list of things I wanted but didn't buy. I wonder why that is. I didn't even put the stuff I wanted when we were shopping. All my, like, things I wanted but didn't want to buy.
I mean, we didn't really shop per se. We went to a few places specific to like what we thought we might buy for her, but that didn't end up working out. But it wasn't really like a shopping.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that like I felt the need to put on my list, so I didn't move anything over to my wish list. I think I survived week 3. We'll see, because we're going to Beverly Hills right now to pick up my friend's present. Tomorrow we are going out to lunch and dinner, but that was planned for. We've planned for it. It's gonna be on his car. It's totally within our no buy, or my no buy. You're not doing one. It's totally within my no buy thing of treating my friends to lunch and my sister to dinner for their birthdays. I also want to update you guys and let you know that like 1, 2, maybe 3 days out of this week I was pretty down. Typically I would want to go. Do you feel like around this time I usually spend more money? Not really, huh? Because it's like
you spending money is universal. It doesn't necessarily mean it's tied into a bad thing. It doesn't necessarily mean it's tied into a good thing. Like, you just associate buying things with whatever moment you're in, whether it's like a happy celebration or whether it's a I'm down, so I want something like right now immediately to like try and pick me up.
I know, but I feel like right before I'm super down, like before I can't leave the house, I spend more money typically.
That's true.
But when I'm really down, like this week, I don't tend to leave the house, so I don't tend to spend money.
Yeah, but used to, you just buy online. Like I'd, go to Arthur's and there'd be Amazon packages or whatever. So again, I don't know that that's necessarily true. I think it's just like for you, spending money is it's a universal thing. It doesn't necessarily, like I said, mean bad or good. It just means.
I feel like though, for as down and like insecure as I felt this week, I did not immediately have the urge to go shopping or online shopping.
That's good.
And I think maybe realizing that shopping in a store, a lot of my purchases was because I felt guilty or embarrassed, made me
Oh, you mean?
Made me think again.
Yeah.
And just me realizing how much I paid out in bills the first few weeks of the year.
That definitely, like when you start to really take inventory of like what you're putting money out, like your output, it definitely gives you pause. I take it to a bit of an extreme because I wouldn't buy the $7 like syrup today
because I could get it cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah, make it a point to say that nobody does not include things that you need, that are that are needs. Like wants and needs are completely separate things.
Like people would argue that we didn't need to get syrup, but I would argue if you want me to stop buying Starbucks and coffees everywhere, yeah, I'm gonna need some syrup.
Yeah, okay, so I guess the problem comes in, okay, so define need, right? So a want meaning I want a new bag. A need meaning I know I drink coffee every single day. Do I need coffee every single day? No, but it's a part of my day that helps me function to the best of my ability. It's something that I enjoy. I'm not gonna deprive myself of that. And one of the ways I'm gonna make that as cheap as possible on myself, and this girl's gonna die. She's literally gonna die. She's standing in the middle of the street taking a photo. She's Insta famous.
In the dark, by the way.
But one of the things that I do to help myself be the best I can be at that day is I like to drink a cup of coffee in the morning and one in the afternoon. And the cheapest way to do that is for me to buy my own syrup. A need would be like, we cannot go a day without Mondo. Like for you, it's just not acceptable. That's literally a need. That is something that is non-negotiable. That's a need. So
well,
like,
it's just my medication versus getting prescriptive.
That's my point. So for people out there that may be watching, don't go on a no-buy and deprive yourself of things that you need, like something that helps you stabilize and regulate your emotional well-being or your health, for that matter, overall health. Because without that, none of the rest matters.
I'm not depriving myself just because I'm on this no-buy, low-buy situation. I never said I was gonna deprive myself because I work too damn much and too darn hard that if I were to start depriving myself of, like, let's say, okay, I'm cutting my gym membership because I could go run instead, which I absolutely hate, but I could work out without a gym. First of all, I know I won't work out without a gym. I'm not going to deprive myself of my joy of going to my nice gym that's in a building that's convenient for me to get to, which promotes me going to the gym consistently, which has helped my health, kept me healthy, made me feel better emotionally and physically.
And it also provides the quickest way possible for you to do that so that you can focus on the things that like you have to do for work and whatever. Like going to run and going like to hike, that requires way more time to get out of the house, to go, to go to Runyon or go wherever to
find parking.
Find parking. Like that is, like for us here in LA, like that's a big thing, just to then factor in traffic to get to a place where you're gonna go hiking or running or whatever, and then on top of that trying to find parking. Like you're 30 minutes plus into a workout, whereas just downstairs 30 minutes is halfway through the workout. It just makes sense.
I can't do my job to the best of my ability if I'm miserable. It isn't about depriving myself. My thing is about finding other ways to spend my time other than shopping, other things to spend my money on, whether it be savings or reinvesting in the business or, experiences within reason. I just have to shift my train of thought and my habits, and that is what I'm doing. And if you guys are on a no-buy, like, I don't think you should deprive yourself of healthy, nutritious foods based on whatever diet you decide to have. For us, we eat a very low carb, low sugar diet, no sugar really.
We actually spend less money on food now than we ever have.
Yeah, and it's just because we only can eat so many things.
We also firmed up our eating plan. Like once we put ourselves on an actual, like a dietary plan.
There's less options.
Yeah, we just cut out all of the, the periphery stuff.
I don't think you should deprive yourself of things that you enjoy, just everything within moderation. If you overspend, this is how I'm doing it, so maybe you can be inspired by it. If you don't have overspending issues, thanks for watching, but none of this is like pertaining to you. I love it when you guys watch, but I did a why I don't shop sales, and so many of you guys don't need to be watching that video because you don't have that problem. But I really appreciate that you're still watching and giving tips and like your train of thought and kind of how, you know, you approach life. But I just think it's funny that one person was like, I shop, I only buy sales, but I never buy anything I don't want. And I'm like, well, then this isn't for you. Don't listen to me.
Look, sometimes the content is, you know, for certain people it's educational and meant for a purpose, and sometimes it's just entertainment.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. Mission accomplished. Ended up picking up a really cozy sweatshirt from Aloe for my friend. There's so many things in there though that I wanted for myself. There's like all these sports bras, really cute leggings, and I technically need a new pair of like 7/8 length leggings, but it's not on my wish list. I need to think about what workout clothes I need, because believe it or not, I run out every week.
Yes, honey, that's why you do laundry.
I do laundry.
Exactly, that way you have for next week.
But sometimes I just don't, I run out. Like, what if I work out twice a day?
How many times does that happen in the last 60 days?
Once.
There you go.
I'd rather wear workout clothes for the rest of my life than anything else, because they're comfy and you can put them on in the morning, work in them, and then go work out in them. That was really tough. They had so many cute things in there. Honey, buy me something.